Oops. Reap the corn and leave where I was born. I got dust out Blackthorn, far to banish ghosts and goblins. A brand new pair of brogues to rattle. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Oh, the mogs and frighten all the dogs on the rocky road to Dublin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, in the very month of May, from me home I started up. The girls at home were nearly broken hearted, saluted by their kiss me and more. Drink a pint of beer, make grief and tears to smother. And off to reap the corn, leave where I was born, got those stout black tarn, for to banish ghosts and goblins. A brand new pair of brogues to rattle over the rocks and frighten all the dogs on the rocky road to Dublin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Drink a pint of beer in Mullingar at night. I rested limbs so very started by daylight. Next morning bright and early, took a drop of the beer to keep me heart from sinking. I still had his car when I was on Barracan to see the lassie smile, laughing all the while. Or at Margaret's lad, Rosa Jarara Babalan. Nast if I was hard, 'cause wages are very hard, till I was almost hard. Another rock around Darabalan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And Dublin next arrived. I thought it such a pretty to be soon deprived of view of that fine city. Then I took a stroll. Ooh, no, late ingredients doesn't work. All among the quality bundle it was stole. All in a neat locality was something crossed me mind when I looked behind. I don't actually like boots. No bundle could I find. Upon me Equip creature faces out. Permanents phase out and anything attached to them. Trees doesn't flicker it, but I guess it kind of works. Karaoke stream, donation incentive. See, I don't like this one. I don't like this one. This one's okay, actually. I'm not going to craft it, but it's okay. I don't like this one. Well, it actually doesn't do much in my deck. What does this one do? Crypt creature gets +2/+2. Deals combat damage. Put a counter on a creature you control and proliferate. Okay, that doesn't do anything. Sword of Vengeance. This one's okay. What does this actually do? Must be blocked. Quick creature has if dying cause. Wait, what? Oh, it doesn't do anything. Huh. I guess this is fine when you get it in enough or early enough. It could be like 10,000 life, and then this is a double combat. I don't think Nettle Cyst is awful. Dominion Bracelet's too... it's too much. It's too much. This isn't... Oh, wait, no, you cheat. Right, the whole point is Danitha cheats it. Oh, no, it doesn't. It doesn't cheat the right side of it. Never mind. This doesn't work. Let's say you discount it by 6. You'd still need 9 mana. And 6 is kind of substantial. If you discounted it by... No, I think by the time I can actually activate it, Danitha should be killing my opponent. So, I don't like that. I'm sure there's like... I don't know. I can put it in. And then just like never actually... Yeah, well, that's the thing. You're never tutoring for Dominion Bracelet. You never put it in play first with Danitha. You need to be doing your strategy for it to do anything. And if you're doing your strategy, you should be winning. Target aura or equipment from your graveyard attached. I mean, I guess I could just slide that in, but... Oh, my commander already does this. No, my commander does that card. Does it do anything else? Return a creature from your... I guess it kind of does. Oh, I don't own Stoneforge. Oof. Yeah, Cigar is it. I might, like, thoroughly enjoy Stoneforge in this deck, but I really don't want to craft it. Which is, like, super tragic. I can't even read this. Oh, I mean, I guess. Not really super excited about that. Um. Oh yeah, Enlightened Tutor. Ephemerate removes the equipment, but it does trigger my commander, so I think it's fine. I think I'm somewhat okay with that kind of card. Brought Back is good if you can leave it up. I really don't think I like the indestructible cards like this one. That doesn't feel great. Also, if I have protection from white, I can't do that anyways. A creature gets +1/+1 per equipment. I don't. We're not. If you're not playing this, you don't put 3 equipment in play in Historic Brawl. You just that doesn't. That's not a thing. Playing a 2-mana 5/5 or a 2-mana 6/6 is not a thing in Historic Brawl. That's not a. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't do anything, unless it does more than that. I don't know what card you're talking about specifically, but that's not a thing. You just have like a 2-minute. Even if it's like a 2-minute 12/12, you know, like most opponents don't care about that unless it does something very scary. I mean, you could put your equipment on it, but then your commander's just sitting there doing nothing. What was I gonna do? Shoot. I can't remember. I don't think I like Esper Sentinels still. Oh, okay, it has lifelink. I guess that's something, you know? If I, for some reason, have like 4 equipment in play and the game is still going, this could be a kind of cool, I guess. I'm not sold on that. Isn't there one that gives indestructible? Yeah, Mithril Coat. Oh, there's another one. Indestructible, equip creatures indestructible. I kind of like that. This is still end of turn. I mean, it's got flash, I guess. I kind of like the plate. I think I'm okay with crafting that. What are we looking at here? 3 rares? Ugh. You can even just watch your opponents when they're playing. I actually like Fragmentize. I think Fragmentize is pretty good. Just whenever you're playing against an equipment deck, you can just see the game is pretty much decided by the time the equipment player has 2 to 3 equipment in play. It's not a
This format doesn't give you that kind of time to play like 3 equipment in one game and have all of them be relevant, unless you're in some kind of scenario that's extremely gummed up or something. This is not multiplayer where you have like 6 years and you can just chill and slowly make a giant threat. You have to like really win the game fast. Speaking of winning, I kind of want. Ooh, Kemba's Outfitter could be kind of cool, but I'm not gonna play Colossus Hammer. I could play Colossus Hammer, but then I mean you only have one of these, right? That's a little loose. Because my commander already equips for free. What about Mother of Runes? It doesn't choose colorless, right? Yeah, same with Giver of Runes. Skrelv? I think those are fine. I think those are fine. They make sense to me. So do board wipes, because I can just do nothing for a while. Well, actually, I will be kind of doing nothing for a while. Mana rocks then. Do I want the... Actually, there's a lot of colorless cards. Oh, it really doesn't do much at all, the white medallion. There's a lot of colorless cards in here. Yeah, I don't feel like I need a mana rock every game, but they're okay, I suppose. Yeah, Permadallion discounts a few cards. Actually, as it stands, it only discounts 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, sort of 10. It only discounts 10 cards in my deck. I don't want buried treasure. Okay, what about... Savine's is... I think sweepers are reasonable, because my commander shows up so late. The airbend sweeper saves it. Choose up to one creature, airbend the rest. Yeah, I guess that works. I could also airbend my commander. It's a little slow. It's actually very slow. Destroy all permanents that are... No, that doesn't seem right. Single combat? What's the other single combat? Choose a number. Isn't there another one? Am I thinking of a Gideon? I could have sworn there's like... Oh, the Gear Hulk? You choose artifact, enchantment, creature. Oh, and one of the wandering embers. Power 4 or less, and sack the rest. Okay. That kind of works. Kinda. We'll see about that. This it doesn't discount color. It doesn't discount color. Kind of okay with some of the airbend spells. Like I can airbend my commander. I think that's that's just a solid card, I guess, in general. This one continuously airbends it. That does essentially reset the equipment and stuff, but that's kind of fine. Yeah, Final Showdown's weird. I've been looking at it. It's a lot of mana. I guess it's possible. I already talked about the medallion. It discounts literally 10 spells. Okay, now it discounts 11. It discounts 11 spells in my deck. Wayfarer's Bubble. I wonder if Ujin makes sense. I could use it to win. I fully expect every game I play to ideally involve 7 mana. So I could play Ujin as another way to actually win the game. Um, I guess because I don't know what else to put in. You can Final Showdown. I don't quite like Teferi's Protection. Solitude? Elspeth could just give flying out of nowhere. I don't care about the tokens. It's also removal. I'd say maybe it does enough. It can also kind of win on its own. Kind of. Sculpting Steel? Sculpting Steel's a bit weird here. The One Ring? I don't really have a good Paradox engine, do I? I probably need more mana rocks. I don't have a lot. I have a healthy amount, I guess. I don't know. I don't think the Paradox engine is good outside of comboing with it. So I don't think it's quite good here. Also, don't actually go crazy when I do that. I can still lose. What about... No. What's this? Oh. What's that? Oh, this thing. May exile artifact creature. You turn an equipment into a creature. I don't think works out too well. Palantir's pretty solid. Oswald? I'd rather not sack my equipment, though. I mean, it could, it's not useless, I guess, but... Lamb can win. I have nothing but the entire deck is like non-creatures. So... Okay. I mean, we're mono white. Could play Chain of the Rocks. We have all the other 1 mana removal spells. Selfless Savior. Almost forgot. I guess Zach is another Selfless Savior. I guess it's just another Selfless Savior, really. Although no, the other one has to come in after, so I don't quite like... Oh, right, the lands. I can try to Winter Moon people. Might as well. Oh, Inventors Fair. I guess Buried Ruin too. Witch Enchanter. I mean, I could run Adventures in... What's the unblockable one? Target creature power 3 or less can't be blocked. What's the other one? Bonder's Enclave is fine. Darksteel Citadel is weird. Rogue's Passage. I like Labyrinth. Let's get someone good. Radiant Fountain. I only need like 2 planes. The Void, my favorite land ever. Oh boy, what have we done? Let's see. What's the damage here? What's the damage? I mean, this is a pile of cards. Yep, sure is. Okay, so I saw someone play this against me, and the only reason it stands out is because that person emote spammed me the whole time. So it was like a 12-year-old piloting the deck. But I liked the deck, so I'm going to try it. It's just Danitha, 5-mana 4/4, has First Strike, Vigilance, Lifelink, which I'm not going to lie, I kind of forgot about until I just read it now, but sure, that's a tacked on thing. But mainly, when it enters, put an aura or equipment from your hand or graveyard attached to it. So it cheats them into play. It doesn't work too well if you flicker it with auras, but with equipment, you can just keep them in play, I suppose. There are some interesting auras, but I like how equipment stay in play. So I'm more in on those. But to be fair, I could consider some auras. The Mother Runes and stuff get worse if you name white. The auras just fall right off, so that's not great. But it lets you play maybe more like Light Paws and, what is it, SRAM? Does SRAM care about auras? I can't quite remember. But for now, it's really just equipment. Ujin with so many colorless cards. Yeah, because there's a lot of equipment, stuff like Ujin is good because it's colorless cards. They're not auras. So there's that. And this, this could probably actually win the game in a deck like this. Same with Elspeth. If left alone, could be a game-winning problem. I finally crafted Stoneforge Mystic, which feels painful, but here it is. There it is in an equipment deck. Selfless Savior, the sack things. Airbending is good too. Ephemerate. I don't have Cloud Shift in here. It's really just an equipment thing. I have Sweepers because this doesn't show up till for 1,000 years in a game, which is the weakest part of this deck. Is this costs 5, which is just insanely expensive. But oh yeah, okay, SRAM is equipment as well. But yeah, it's really just one main threat, and this is what it looks like. But I'm sure this will change to have auras and maybe Light Paws and maybe SRAM and stuff like that as we play more games, but this is where it is to start. Oh, apparently I did my quest already. I don't even remember. SRAM is cast, right? This doesn't really work out too well. That is a snarl. Okay. You got it. I don't know what equipment to find here. The red-green one? I think, right? Genji gloves? Helm of the Host is cool. I don't actually know what to do here. I guess for now we're just going to go with the red-green one. I have a way to find another as well, so... Red-green is okay. Protection from blue is really not that exciting, honestly. If they have witness protection, I can then find it, I guess. Alright. We did something. We sure did something. We have protection from green. Never mind. My opponent now just has infinite perfect answers to everything I'm doing. Cool. Great. It also exiles it, so I basically can't play the game. That's fun. I'm glad that's a thing. Can this fix it? Nope. Yep, just casually has the best possible card in their entire deck. I guess that makes sense. No big deal. Casually just playing 2 Minosaurs a turn. So far ahead, I don't even look like I'm in the same format. I'm doing nothing. Why are you playing Karn Silex? What do you... Destroy each permanent with mana value X or less? What? What does it even do? Okay, so let's play the only thing I can play. Of course, we just top deck a land destruction spell. That only makes sense, right? Why not? Alright, well, that was fun. There's very few land destruction spells in the game, and my opponent just had 4 of them, somehow. In their 100 card deck. Not that it mattered anyways, because they played a green 1-drop turn 1, and they played 2 lands the first 2 turns of the game. I could have conceded right there. I can't do anything against that. Very fun. I don't think this hand... Maybe it does. So, I don't have a protection from white, but that's not a big deal against a mono-white deck. But what is a big deal is I don't know what to grab. First strike, vigilance, lifelink, so I could get... I could just get this, and then we have a massive threat just chilling in play. I think that's fine. Although it does take it to turn 5. I have to go all the way to turn 5 to do that. Anaya Cloud? Yeah, that one doesn't really do anything. I think the mono white one is okay. I don't think the Naya one is... I've never had it do anything against me. Like, ever. And I'm dead. Cool. Glad I have board wipes on my deck, and I'm glad I drew them. I didn't take out board wipes, did I? I haven't been here. I suppose I could add another. I don't really cast equipment. SRAM doesn't really do anything. Ghostly Prison's kind of cool. I don't own Ghostly Prison, though, so... Unless I do. I don't think I do. Wait, is it not a mythic? What? I thought it was a mythic. Did I play it? Did I? Did I play it in Artisan? Okay, apparently I just didn't notice it. I mean, whatever. Just didn't see it. Literally didn't see it. My brain was looking for the original art, I guess. That's funny. I thought I played it in Artisan. Where did I play? Was it Propaganda? Where did I play Ghostly Prison? No, it was Fear of Safety. I think it was Fear of Safety that I played. Oh, look. It's the one that has to have a perfect curve. And it's green on the play. Crazy. Alright, well, this hand is what I want. So that's cool. Well, they have to have a 1. They have to have a 2. Oh, wait, they put a counter in already. So I guess they skipped one of them? They skipped over one of their must-have thingies. Now they just need 2, right? Yep, so it's 2, then 3, and 4, and 5. Okay, we played a... what is this, a 3? That doesn't work, right? Oh, no, it could be an X for 2. Yeah, that makes sense. It does like all the X spells. Nope, it doesn't. It's just a 2-mana card. A rather strange one, but it works nonetheless. Cloud? Grab... Fire and spaghetti? Grab... Insanely giant stats? And then pass, I guess. So if I don't draw land, I have a creature to put these on, I guess. My opponent will now draw 6 cards a turn. I don't draw land, why would I? So let's play... lose the game? Yep, seems about right. Great. Didn't draw a board wipe either. Oh cool, a matchup I can't possibly win. That's fun. I'm glad it pits me against that. They could do nothing for like 5 turns. I can't beat Ujin. I don't have any way to hit them with any cards. I just can't win. Yeah, interesting. The one time I played against the deck I'm playing, it completely crushed me, but here it is doing nothing against everyone. Yeah, I'll just play this. Oh, I guess I could have swung for one. This is not Mother of Runes. Do you think they trade? They probably would, honestly. Do I care? Up to... I kinda care? Alright. So, Danitha... move the Shadow Spear? Oh, I can't. Right, they're in play already. Never mind, that's not how it works. Okay. I can move it next turn. I mean, at least these are cheap to move. But I do need something more scary I currently do not have. I'm going to lose the Giver of Runes. Or it seems as though I will. I'm not super invested in trying to save Giver of Runes. Whenever a creature of -1/-1 counter it dies... Okay. Well, that's not great. Let's exile Scorpion God. Because if I don't, I can't really do anything. Let's play this as a land. Swing. And just simply pass? Or do I move one of these now? Moving them doesn't really do much. I can move them next turn. They just don't really do it. I just leave up Get Lost here. I'm kind of just at the complete... Like, I have nothing. So, I'm at the mercy of my opponent here. But I am going to lose the Giver. Which, I mean, as it stands, isn't really doing anything for me, I guess. That's a peculiar card. That's odd. Huh. Okay, that's interesting. I'm not convinced anything in play is a threat. I'm not going to cast Get Lost here. Alright, so if I move one, I don't lose the Giver for a turn. And then I can swing? I could just move both, but I might as well make my opponent actually kill the thing there. So, let's see here. If I move this... Can I just activate this? No. 5? Oh, not even close. I'm going to make him play land. I really don't want to Get Lost this Evolution Sage. I just so don't want to do that, so... Let's name Black, I guess. I do have Trample, so Giver isn't winning the game on its own. Okay, that blows up the Dominion bracelet. Well, it probably blows up the Dominion bracelet. And then... Yep, there's nothing I can do about that. So I can't really kill the Reaper King, because then it starts to put counters on my stuff. Okay, that changes things. Now they cannot put counters on this. Yeah, you can have Giver. I have a trampling hexproof creature, so I'm kind of chilling. I mean, it does have trample opponent. It do be having trample. But with trample, Giver is not as big of a deal, I don't think. They didn't have to do that. It could have slightly, maybe, kind of mattered in the future, but I guess not. Okay. Alright, yeah, I mean, I have a 5/7, and it kind of kills them over the course of a couple games, because it has trample. They can chump block all day, but eventually it's going to get through. They need some kind of edict or something. I doubt there's a sweeper. But these two are not very scary, right? Like, my equipment situation here is not great. Even if I had this still, could I use it? Let's see, I untap, I have 7 mana, and this would be 6. So that is 13. I still couldn't use the bracelet here. Is it? It's power on the creature, right? Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's... Yeah, alright. Well, I didn't have to use the Get Lost. But that was a game where I actually cast equipment, which makes something like SRAM, I guess, more interesting. But I maybe don't find myself doing that in most games. Is there like a giant, ridiculous aura that I'm just not thinking of? It doesn't help me that much because I still have to, like, put it in play on the giant... Aura attached to... Okay, so you can't Overwhelming Splendor or something like that. What about you? +3/+3, enchanted creature gets... It doesn't give trample or anything? Oh, come on. You could at least get flying? Come on. Wow, there really aren't any, like, crazy expensive auras in the game? Really? That are, like, super scary to... Wow. That's a shame. I was hoping for, like, some random, like an Eldrazi conscription kind of dumb thing or something. It was just nothing. Light pauses auras, yeah. Wow, that's really upsetting. There's just no crazy aura. I don't really like Angelic Reward. +3/+3 and fly. I mean, that's okay, right? It's okay. Is it better than something in here? I really don't like this bracelet, so maybe I could take out bracelet. Even stealing my opponent's turn doesn't lead to a hard win, in my opinion, so... I just don't like this bracelet. I might as well try some funny aura. Oh, Pariah, right? All damage dealt to you is dealt to this, so if you give it indestructible... God, that's not great, though. You could give it to your opponent's creature? That's also not great. One Last Job has been... also kind of just not great. Chosen by Valgavoth? How is that not a black card? That sounds like a black card. Oh, imagine playing this card. It wasn't mythic. Huh. Would be dealt to this instead. So it shows up. 2 for each aura and equipment. So it shows up. Let's say it's the first thing. I have a 6/6. I'm not feeling that one. No, I'm not feeling that one. I think it's pretty easy to play that on Danitha as a 6/6 past the turn, and then they could just kill it whether you block or not. I feel like it's too easy to kill it through 6 damage before I would put a second thing onto it. I could be wrong about that, but that's kind of where my headspace is. This feels like another matchup where I just don't really get to do anything because my opponent can ignore basically everything I'm doing. Yeah, I'm actually not going to entertain this matchup. I'm already at like a 5% win rate against Popper decks. I'm not going to play against Sweeper Tribal. I'm never going to hit my opponent. It's not realistic to me. Actually, even just straight up, even that's a problem. Looks like OBS updated. Brilliant. Is this a hand? I don't think so. Kind of wish this Avatar's Wrath was a mana rock. I don't think this is a hand either. How am I casting a 5-mana creature against this deck? How am I doing that? I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Yeah, I don't like what I don't know what I'm supposed to do. How am I playing a 5-mana 4/4 against that deck? That seems completely impossible. It's just a wall of counterspells. I need Cavernous Souls? This deck does not work, huh? Like, I'm obviously never casting a 5-mana 4/4. Like, it's a mono blue deck. It's like, what am I gonna do? They could leave up mana the entire game and, like, never cast a spell, and I would probably lose. So I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Oh, man. They could just never cast a spell. Hey, it's the not Shrine Commander. That's neat. 2 sweepers. Oh, man. These well, actually, with Split Up, I can, like, make it work. Kind of, right? There's no equipment in this hand, though. There is just no equipment in this hand. Now, I'm going to mulligan this. We're not here to play this card. We've already done that. Though this hand functions with it, I just want to do something with my actual commander. I mean, I could still keep this and find something. It's not like Wrath of God is bad. It really isn't. Oh, that slime with the raid. What up? Hello, people who presumably have names. I've just been complaining about Danitha for about an hour now, as is tradition. Well, they thought about their hand. I guess that means there's no green 1-drop. Alright, we survived the opener. No, the games aren't going great. But I'm playing I'm playing Danitha, so I guess I shouldn't be too upset. White. I could just not cast Lamb? Danitha's your wife? Interesting. Alright, I'm gonna just cast it. I feel like it's a huge problem. My hand doesn't make it a problem, but my opponent doesn't know that. This deals 1 damage, so I can't cast my Mother of Runes. Actually, there's no feasible way in which to cast it. Do I cast Danitha and do nothing? That seems really stupid. Alright, well I got in there with this, but now I don't have anything to do with it. All I need is some kind of goofy equipment, and then we're chilling. Looks like there's a damage spell in my opponent's hand, so that's odd. Unless they're not aware Honden can go face. Maybe they're just not aware it can go face? I'm not sure. I'm being completely and utterly soloed by Enchantress's presence, though, so my opponent just has an unkillable Scythus, which is a tier 1 commander. Alright, can I draw literally anything remotely significant? That would be great. Double Danitha? No, I have not. I have gotten literally nothing down in an hour of playing basically every commander in the format. Against every commander in the format, I mean. Alright, well that has play. No, it doesn't, because Honden kills it. Alright, well I'm going to cast it. I can now cast Mother of Runes because they have other things they want to kill. Actually, I can't even really... Okay, we're just going to 0 it. That way they can't just easily kill Lamb. I think that's reasonable, and this might actually go towards Mother of Runes. It did not go towards Mother of Runes, but it did kill a creature, I guess. Oh, they could just simply kill Elspeth. I see. It all makes sense now. I mean, this game has been 100% decided by Enchantress's presence. 100%. I draw literally nothing. Okay, that was fun. Imagine I had those sweepers in the past 10 games where my opponents had creatures. Could you imagine? I could imagine. Well, like I said, it's the Shrine deck that doesn't have a commander, and it can still just win with something like Enchantress's presence, which I have literally no answer to. Oh, there's an answer to it. Could have maybe had an actual game there. Brought Back would have been good that game as well. Yeah, we're gonna just get rid of single combat against a Chandra player. I think that makes sense. Unless, of course, it doesn't. I'm just gonna play the Boots, right? I don't think Boots does much here. I think the only thing that, like, really matters is I have a protection from red equipment against a mono-red deck. So, we'll see what they do against that. It is a 6/6 protection from red. they need, like, a braid or something. But if they have a braid, I kind of just lose. Though I think they would abrade my mana rock right now if they had it. They get rid of any common damage. Burn from... Can you do 4 damage? You have to do it immediately? Okay, they can't. Alright. So now how do you deal with this? It's like just a braid. That I can think of. I can't think of anything else. We didn't concede. Okay, that does actually block. That does block. Oh man, we have nothing. We have nothing. Oh boy. But hey, they didn't kill it immediately, so they're just looking for whatever that answer is. Chandra's not going to kill me with scaling damage. Yep, alright. Like I said, I have protection from red. They can't do anything. Cool, we did it. What if I took out... I almost want more mana rocks, but not quite. Well, yeah, like I said, I mean, this is the kind of deck that once you have an equipment that's problematic, the game is going to be decided soon whether you win or lose, which is why those scaling equipment things don't matter. Like, the games, once you hit your opponent with something that's very difficult to deal with, the game is decided. Therefore, most games are quick with a deck like this. I don't actually like anything... Like, One Last Job, and... What was the other one? Maybe there wasn't another one. Mall? No. Thought there was another one. Okay, never, I guess not. I want another thing. I could just play the really big dumb thing. No, we're not a core Skyfisher Spirit Dancer thing. I could just play Celestial Mantle and just say screw it. See, the problem is, if you're at 400 life, you still just lose, right? Like, if I don't ever get my commander in play and I hit my opponent like 4 times, your life total just doesn't matter. But I do want something. I'm really surprised. What are the answers? I'm surprised there isn't like a nuclear bomb aura in the game. I could have swore there was. Angelic Destiny goes to hand, but Danitha just reanimates it anyways. I could just play Chosen by Valgavoth. +2/+2 is pretty lackluster. I mean, for the most part, that's really all it does. Again, I just talked about scaling. But because there's just no good auras, I might as well just put it in. There's going to be a game where because it gave it +8/+8, it actually matters. I'm sure there's going to be a game where that happens. It's just not something you should really play into or towards, in my opinion. All you really need to try to do is get Danitha in play with a really scary thing. Kozilek? That's the one that draws cards and counters spells? Is that what that does? Okay, yep. Mother of Runes doesn't really work here. Mother of Runes doesn't work. I'm going to keep this, though. When you cast this, 2 players manifest... Okay, this is nuts. I have never played against this. It's also the worst of the Kozileks, too. It's not the good one. Or the... I shouldn't even say good one, but, you know, the other one. I do not need to play Cloud. Really wish Mother was Giver here. Wow, alright, they're just over it. I mean, I don't really blame them. If they play this really quickly and make some 3... Oh, wait, other colors supposed to be... So Manifestor has a 2-2, right? So you have some 5-4s and a 9-9. It's a lot of stats, but I can fly over it. This does have First Strike. It doesn't... I also have Swords to Plowshares. Yeah, this is the Eldrazi of the bunch I'm not terribly concerned with. I'm a bit surprised they just instantly scooped, though. I mean, Mother Runes doesn't have text on it. We both played Mana Rocks. I don't know. I'm surprised, like, this is a spot where you just don't want to keep going. Reliquary Tower is weird, too, because, again, this isn't the one that draws cards. Huh. Okay. So there's a reason I haven't seen that before. Maybe that's why. Well, give me more Kozileks to play against. That'd be great. Shoot, even the other Kozilek, I'll take it. Just give me all those. Katara. Another game which just seems unrealistic to, like, resolve a 5-mana card. I'm not gonna bother. Feels like an auto loss, just like Baral and stuff. I don't really have an answer to a mono blue deck. I have nothing but Cavernous Souls. They can literally not cast a spell for 5 turns, and I will still lose. I just can't play into the board. They can just leave up counter spells the whole time. Unless I have, like, the most efficient thing possible. That isn't it. This also isn't it. Nope. Alright. Well, again. I don't want to entertain the matchup. Do I have Cavernous Souls in here? I have not seen it a single time. Pretty sure I have Cavern, though. I'm pretty sure I have Cavernous Souls, which is not an answer. I do. It is not an answer to Katara, mind you, but it at least lets me play the game. But it really, I don't even think it's a legitimate answer. They can genuinely just ignore it. They can bounce my commander or do other things to it. Sigarda's Aid hasn't come up really at all. Suppose that doesn't surprise me. Now there's the One Ring. Oh look, Cavernous Souls. Imagine it was in my hand the last 2 games. Could you imagine? Ephemerate also hasn't done anything. Maybe I can just reevaluate that one. Did they shuffle around the color layers? Pretty sure green was at the top at some point. Now it looks like white was on the top of the color list. That's weird. Do I play Ring now? It seems kind of obtuse to not play the One Ring right now, so I guess I'll play the One Ring right now. That makes a 1/1, yep. Okay, so I can give this hexproof, and then we just ideally avoid all things that edict for the entirety of the game. Can still lose, but an edict would be lights out basically on the spot, I think. Well, they didn't snap it off, so I can continuously swing, I guess. This flips into a 5/5 flyer, right? Okay. Split up. This is, this has vigilance. Can I tap it in any conceivable way? I don't think I can. So I think I do cast split up. I can recast this next turn. But then I lose my hexproof. That could matter. That made my life a lot easier, I think. Let's go ahead and play that. Yeah, alright. I think we did something actually significant here. Let's go and swing. That was a really good draw. And then destroy all untapped creatures. Okay. I lose like 8 life or something. They do have an army of chump blockers, and I don't have trample. I do have Rogue's Passage. Okay, well, unfortunately I can't equip this and swing. I can ephemerate my own commander to get this in play at some point in this game. Sigarda's Aid. Unbelievable. Alright, so that's great. Let's do that. Unbelievable. They pretty much have to block. I think they have to block twice, don't they? No, they don't block twice. Alright, I gained 5 more life because they didn't do that. Wow, that was a streamer lock? Yeah, it only took 2 hours, you know? And literally the one ring, so... It's bound to happen eventually, right? Also, I can still lose the game. I can still lose this game. I could Rogue's Passage? Good Rogue's Passage. Fire... No, wait. Green and red... They just double block it. So if I Rogue's Passage twice... I really want them to block. I really want them to block. So... we're going this route instead. Yeah. We just want them to block. They can't block with the miner, so they have to block with Sephiroth, and I think we're just chilling because of that. They didn't block with Sephiroth. Wow. Okay. Really? I can play a bajillion lands because of that. let's grab Helm of the Host at this point. Ideally something actually castable immediately. So like this thing. Just because I have, yeah, we're just going to leave up Mithril Coat. So now we're indestructible, so Damnation doesn't do it. Though I think we would have seen Damnation already, so that doesn't do it. They can flip Sephiroth, I guess. Well, it's pretty easy to flip it with that card. But they don't have 44 points of life stealing here that would cause me to lose. Oh, did I just lose? Whenever you commit a crime, you may pay black if you do return at your graveyard. So, there's nothing I can do. They just have the perfect combo here. As far as I'm aware. Because this is mana neutral. Treasure token, steal life. Okay, yep. Look at that. I had an army of unstoppable nonsense and still wasn't good enough. Had the best things I could ask for. Not good enough. Clouds in the deck, yep. And I sure love how sweepers are good enough to deal with mana dorks before they win the game. Okay, well they didn't use said mana dorks, so I guess I get to blow them up. Two flying first strike, I guess. So they have whatever this is. The beginning of your end step? Okay, do you have Eldrazi? I can't stop Eldrazi. They played Eldrazi Temple, so I guess they have Eldrazi. There you go. I don't know why they had to take more than half a nanosecond to find it, but you got it. Cool. That was fun. Sure glad that exists. Of course, my opponent just has it too, right? It's like specifically only that card in doubling season. Those are the only two cards in the game that let you do it. And they had one. On the play with the best card in your entire deck. Excellent. Why are we manually tapping? You don't have to manually tap, it'll just do it for you. It's not that complicated. Oh, so Ratterbrick means they keep their entire board through a sweeper. That sure is fun. Love that. Yep, what's better than Joda mindlessly casting legendaries? Joda casting one that survives a sweeper. So I can't do anything. Very fun. I think I'm taking out Forge Anew. That's just going to come out next, I think. It's not doing anything. I don't have room for these, like, abysmal cards. I'm just going to pass. I don't think I have to play Mind Stone right away. Yeah, it's just not necessary human. Now I can just do it this turn instead. There's no reason to play it. So, Sword of Vengeance? Okay. Yep. That tracks. Oh, look, a card that would have mattered. So let's play you. Alright, well, here's Forge Anew actually sort of kind of doing something. Not really the best thing to be doing, but there you go. Do I Mithril Coat? I don't think so. Okay, now I just do it. Wait, I thought it... It attached. Oh, it's only attached to legendaries, right? So it doesn't work. Gotcha. Doesn't work. Cool. Oh, that was fun. Glad my opponent had the myriad of perfect answers. Swept their own board. Doesn't matter. Mithril doesn't save me. I feel like that's actually a pretty solid matchup too, but not when I'm playing it. I don't think Wrath is doing much against Lumra, but honestly I don't think the One Ring is doing much against it either. Okay, a mono green deck that did nothing for 2 turns. That's not normal. Let's grab Giant Dumb card and just swing for a bajillion each turn. Because it's a mono green deck, and I don't think anything else matters. Don't care about that. Alright, I have a giant 25/25 one-shot creature. You need, like, Beseiju or something. It does not have trample. Alright, they had nothing, I guess. Well, that's not normal. Mono green with no 1 or 2 drop, you can see what happens when that happens. But all it really takes is like 2 chump blockers or really anything. I do have a way to kill the first blocker, but it's kind of crazy they didn't even try to put one in play. This is a matchup where I could lose with 400 life. Lumra could just not care about that, so okay. My opponent had to think about this opening hand. Amazing. Don't know why they played it second main phase, but whatever. They have a protection spell? Okay. Dead. I love me a good slow Rofellos player. It is a very difficult deck to play. Sometimes it's hard to know what forest to put into play out of hand. Wow, I don't have a single white land. Oh, I have Wayfarer's Bauble. Okay. I do have a white mana source. Sure. If it wasn't against Rofellos, his hand would actually be kind of cool. See if I can't find a plains. Oh, that's a white source. Alright, there we go. It's also on the draw against Rofellos, because of course it is. This, that. I don't think Elspeth is going to save me on its own. I don't have a sweeper. I don't know, I still like this hand. I think this hand is neat. I could potentially play Giant Dumb that they can't do anything about, but I find it somewhat unlikely. Let's do this, human, play this. I will get Giant Dumb. So I can put that in play, and then if they don't have exactly one of the cards that deals with it, we're good. Well, we're not good, but we're not dead. I'm not blowing this up. Not that I feel like I have the time to do that anyways. Yeah, I'm just playing this as a land. Alright, so you need, like, Kogla? Even Kogla kind of does it, but it's just like Eldrazi or something. Oh, look! Eldrazi, immediately. Talent. Of course they have it. Why wouldn't they have it? Why wouldn't they have it? Yeah, I had to remove my, I had to remove myself from the snooze emote because I kept snoozing people who took forever making game-winning plays. Ugh. Well, Ujin hasn't done anything in any game, but it's, I mean, it's a one-of sprinkled in this deck. It's not too surprising. Can I get a hand, please? Okay. I guess that's a hand. Okay. On the play, mono green again. I literally can't do anything. You got it. This deck is awful. This deck's just so bad. Of course, the one time I played against it, it completely crushed me, but God forbid. God forbid I have that happen. Another matchup where I don't do anything. I just don't play into Garuda. There's nothing I can do. They can do nothing for 5 turns and still win. I can't. I literally cannot do anything against this. They just play Garuda and then they just win. I can't. They could just land go for 6 turns, cast it, and I lose. I have no card in my deck that stops it. It's an auto loss. There's not a lot I can do to fix this. Ujin hasn't done anything. I could take that out. Rest in Peace doesn't even stop Garuda, actually, so... No, that doesn't do anything. I haven't... No, well, that doesn't surprise me. Okay. Man, this deck is so bad. Ugh. I don't think there's any fixing this, either. I should go back and just watch that game my opponent beat me with this. But I'm pretty sure they did exactly what I'm doing. It's not like they did anything weird. To be fair, the deck I was playing against it wasn't very good, so I guess that it's not too surprising. I haven't even had Solitude yet. I mean, the problem is there's too many auto losses in Historic Brawl. Like, complete and utter auto losses. You never at one point... Like, you lost turn 0. Like, Real Fellows is a turn 0 loss. Ujin, Garuda, that other one that I can't think of the name of. Like, there's at least 5 that are moderately played, too, that you kind of just lose turn 0, even with the best hand. Like, the best 7 possible. Like, Garuda could keep a hand with 7 lands and win. Like, full stop. They could genuinely win like that. I'm trying to have games where Magic is played, but Historic Brawl doesn't let you do that, because you win on turn, like, 1, 2, and 3 every game. In this game, this deck wants you to play, like, an actual game of Magic. And it doesn't exist in this format. So I don't think there's any fixing this. There's, like, no way to make it faster. Winter Moon doesn't even help either. I guess Curse of Silence is okay. It can, like, slow down some of these decks. But it still doesn't solve the main problem. Same with Ghostly Prison. It doesn't solve the main issue here. Yeah, I don't think there's any fixing this. It's also a bit clunky to cast your sweeper. Well, yeah, alright. I think I'm just gonna play something else. I can't play this for more time. I don't have it in me. There's no solution. What you're trying to do here is play games that don't exist in Historic Brawl. You demand games last longer than Historic Brawl cares for them to last. And even in some of those games, you still aren't necessarily incurring a snowball winning advantage. So if the game goes to turn 10, you don't just inherently have the advantage you're hoping for. So even in those games, you're not winning. This is awful. This is just really awful. But I mean, that's not a surprise, right? That's not a surprise. It doesn't make the card, like, uninteresting or anything. But it's just not... You can't play this in Historic Brawl. You just can't. I mean, there's matchups you lose instantly. I don't stand a chance against anything with counterspells at all, unless I have Cavern of Souls. But that still doesn't save you, because there's a bunch of blue cards that can just win through Cavern of Souls anyways. So you're just asking for too much. Like Katara and Baral, you just lose. Garuda, you just lose. Ujin, you just lose. They could keep lands, or they could keep 7 land hands, and you would still lose. So this doesn't really do anything. I'm just gonna play something else for now. I'm over this. I'm just gonna do something else. I don't know what, but I can't bring myself to continuously play that. What haven't I played in a while? What haven't I played in a while? I'd rather not make a whole deck right now. So, Gonti? Did this... Wait. Did I make a Historic Brawl? I did make a Historic Brawl version of this. Have we gotten a new set since I've played it? Yeah, we got Lorwyn. Have we gotten this other set than that? Avatar? It's from Spider-Man. Yeah, alright. So I think maybe these two are from the... I might have played... No, I guess I didn't. I didn't play because it doesn't have Entomb in it. Oh, shoot. Okay. Okay, that looks like that's... Wait, really? That's it? Wow. Those are the only black cards in these sets? Really? 2 pages of black cards? Huh. I thought there'd be more. Alright, well, that's no big deal. Again, I don't want to sit here and chew through deck-making decisions for an hour. Alright. I'm just going to play this. Since I've played it last, the only card that's come out is Entomb, so it's in here now. I wish I remembered what my outro had to say about Ulamog, because I don't remember. But it does have the One Ring engine. I think I could genuinely take out Ulamog here. We have a lot of mana to ramp into it, I'm seeing. Why was I playing this? That's strange. It doesn't really discount that much. The plus is weird. The minus is also weird. Yeah, I don't know. Those are some weird decisions. Huh. I mean, screw it. Why not? Let's do it. Let's run it like this. I'm not going to sit here and play it for like 4 hours, but I'll play it for a bit. I'm just kind of not in the mood to play more of, Wait. Wait, what? What's banned in the... Wait a minute. Oh, this had Chrome Box. What else did it... Oh, it had Ancient Tomb. Really? It's been that long? Wow. Really? Okay, well, let's fix that up. I didn't even notice it. Chrome Box is in here. Wow. That's actually kind of nuts. Has it really been that long since I played this deck? It doesn't feel like it. I mean, it's from the Spider-Man set, isn't it? Wasn't that long ago. Maybe the ban was closer than I thought. Yeah, okay. Oh, there's that. This is where Danitha would have already lost the game. This one works. The other two, not so much. Do I cut that down? It means I play the untapped... Yeah, I mean, alright. Why not? That's why you run cut down, right? I can actually... Well... What do I tutor for here? I almost don't want to cast the tutor. Actually, really don't know what to do next turn. Depends what I draw, I guess. I selected the Jumpstart, not the Avatar set? Oh, so I'm just an idiot? Alright. That tracks. I'll go look again after this. What does this do? Put a counter on it when it dies. Drag. Okay. Does that let me cast my... No, it doesn't. Yeah, we're here to do this, so we're gonna do it. It's Sovereigns, which is not the most exciting thing to have this in this matchup, but that can win, and you can play lands, right? Yeah, so I think I do take a land here. I don't care about really anything else. I will just take the land. I think that's perfectly fine. I could have taken two... Wait, was there a second land? There might not have actually been a second land. Maybe that wouldn't have been the best idea. Okay, another mana rock. Jeez. Let's play Scaling Degeneracy and ask my opponent to deal with it. This will outpace my opponent very quickly. I can play this, right? Just barely. Oh wait, that's not true, right? 1, 2, 3. No, I cannot. Alright, that then proceeds to outpace me. So either tutor for an answer for it, or like... I think I have to, because Mossborn probably kills me next turn. It's very easy for it to just get enough stats on its own to immediately win. So I think I have to find an answer to that immediately here. Virtue? Can I cast this Ujin? 1, 2, 3, 4... No, I cannot. So Virtue, right? It's small enough. This could actually be good as an enchantment as well, so... play this. And no attack. Alright, so we're back to winning the scaling race. Nine cards, one land, yeah. It's a little unfortunate. Gets +3, or +5, okay, you got it. I refuse to believe you have a fight effect. This has Ward 2. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. Gristlebrand doesn't really do it here. I mean, Gristlebrand has a lot of stats, but there's a very good chance my opponent kills me. I don't actually know what to do here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I don't have a good card to put on top. Wait, is that true? Is that true? Shielder's Edict? Okay. I don't expect haste out of this deck. So... maybe I could just swing with one. No, I have no respect for haste. I have no respect for haste here. Just literally no respect. I'm not even going to bother playing this. What does that do? So, Gristlebrand... Because I can't use this and also... Yeah. So, cast Gristlebrand, which is, I think, on average, better than whatever key could potentially do. I'm just going to cast Gristlebrand. There's no reason to flip that. Do I swing with anything? It's lethal in the air anyways. So I don't think there's reason to swing. I'm not killing anything that matters. Oh, I kind of am. I mean, it gets rid of 2 attackers. Or no, it gets rid of 2 blockers to swing, so I should swing. It's like the same thing, except my opponent loses the attackers on their turn. Whether they block or attack, these 2 cards should, And again, not casting that. I mean, I would even be fine if they Swords to Plowshares here, so... Does that do anything? Kind of. It kills the Lotus Cobra. And then swing. Alright. Get schmeeded. Look at that. Yep, I mean, I gain so much life I can draw a bajillion cards. Yeah, I mean, that was close. They almost had it. They actually did create a haste threat, because of course they did, but wasn't enough. So, what does this do? I don't even know. Alright. Neat. Neat. I only cast my commander once that game, and it did steal 1 relevant card, I would argue. It did steal a relevant card there. That relevant card being a land. But you take those, I guess. Oh no, a green player mulliganed. I wonder what they mulliganed for. Wonder what it was. Let's find out. Favorite Planeswalker commander? Teferi. That is a Wall of Blossoms. That's a Wall of Blossoms. Yep. Can confirm. Don't worry, opponent, I don't have a land either. Alright. Not great. Don't have flashing nonsense? I'm gonna punish this. I'm gonna punish this. I mean, I missed my land drop too, so of course they find it. And it's the correct color as well. Oh, found mine too. Works out. Found my next one as well. You have Get Lost? Oh, come on. Come on. Come on. Whatever. So, I think I just cast Ujin and just start plussing. I don't really want... I mean, I could do that next turn. It's card draw. Although this is 2. No, I think I'm going to go with Ujin and start plussing it. And pass. What did I get? Baleful Mastery? Oh, it could matter. Yeah, I think a card draw engine is fine here. Especially when my opponent is not missing land drops anymore. Just running them all off the top. Okay. Cloud Shift is hilarious. Quantum Riddler, slightly less so. Reflector Mage is weird. I guess I just take the Riddler. And then just do it again. Cleansing Nova. That's a nice backup card. Oh, sweet. Alright, nice. I could almost spam loop this, but not quite. My hand is not going to lose to creatures, and I kind of have a board presence. But they can, because this is like Golos, it can just cast it every turn. And then the turn in which I don't kill it, which I guess would be this turn, they can bounce it and get even more mana, so... Yeah. I mean, I could minus and kill it, but they can just continuously recast it, I guess. What would this find here? Highest mana value X or less. So I could tap it enough to get Ulamog, but Ulamog doesn't actually do much against this. What did I see here? What was this? I'm not going to cast Cleansing Nova, I don't think. I could take... Okay, so a land and Wall of Omens? It's kind of lame, huh? Oh, I could Starfall land. Yeah, I don't know. That second hit wasn't great. That's probably the first Quantum Rizzler I've ever seen. Riddler. Whoops. I said Rizzler. Oh no. You got me doing it. I did not mean to say that. Quantum Riddler. Redlar. Oh, it's Baba Lasagna. And I have a bunch of mana and an Ujin that might matter. Sacrifice 3 permanents, 3 permanents. More types. Opponent loses 3 life. Yeah, okay. Opponent, that was not a Thoughtseize. How dare you? Actually, what does this do? I can't imagine milling me's the idea. Alright, well, we'll see. Opponent, you're a green deck. What are we doing? What's happening? Where are the green cards? I guess that one? Sure. I could have played Palantir as well. Yeah, I could have played Palantir there. Where was this when I was playing Danitha? I think I'll play Palantir. I could Grim Tutor, actually. Let's see, play this. I think I'm just going to Grim Tutor and hope there's no discard, I guess. And grab... Final Parting? No. Let's do Blasphemous Spaghetti. Okay. So I lose 3 and they draw 3? I guess. That's interesting. I mean, I could have went for a mana source as well with that tutor, I guess. Oh, man, why can't I just find a land? Please? So we played... Yeah, I'm gonna just Davriel it. We're just gonna kill it. That way, if they want to recast it, and they also want to give it haste, then they can't kill Davriel, even though, honestly, killing Davriel's not a big deal, honestly. Non-green deck moment? Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I'm here for it. I would love for them to just recast their commander, so... That is sort of why I went this route. Gives me another shot at a land. Yeah, I kind of regret the tutor target now. Okay, well, that works too. That kills it and also gives them a infinite value. It also gives them a grief. Great. Of course it does. Alright, well, tried to do something and got next level maxed punished for it, as is tradition, I guess. Need to draw a land. When it has Emrakul, great. sure why it lets me respond to this. I mean, it's pretty obvious. Just take the Blastus Edict. Pretty obvious. Oh great, I don't draw land. So 1, 2... So -4, -4? Whatever. Okay. Dark Ritual? Just in time, huh? So now I just straight up lose because they can grab Grief again. They can also Emrakul me anyways, so it doesn't really matter. This game, yeah, was basically entirely decided because I just didn't draw land. Or tutor for a land, that's it. It's entirely decided by that one thing. Wait a minute. They did not grab Grief. They didn't grab Grief. I feel like that would have made more sense here. Emrakul does now not... Okay, so Dark Ritual... I have to do this if I want my commander. But now Emrakul doesn't do anything except get rid of Season of Loss. Like, you can't realistically Emrakul this hand. Oh, I mean, you still can just cast it, though. But it doesn't just straight up win. Like, you can't cast anything in my hand. You can't even cast my commander. But you can cast Season, so I can't kill Emrakul. So, alright, I guess that works, yeah. That means the only thing to do, right? Just cast Season. Season for nothing or something. Of course, now I draw land, you know. Of course, now I draw lands, right? That makes sense. Anything remotely relevant? Nope. Cool. Alright, that entire game was decided because I didn't play a land fast enough. I was stuck on 2 lands too long. 1 turn faster, I win the game on the spot. I can cast Ujin, and then they can't, like, do anything for the rest of the game. So, literally just, if I tutored for a land, I would have won that game. Just, like, full stop. But I didn't. I could also just draw any answer to Emrakul, and I would also win that way. There's plenty of sweepers, so if I just drew one, I was fine. But we can't have that now, can we? If I drew Reanimate, I was fine. If I drew Necromancy, I was fine. I had a lot of answers to what my opponent just did, and I didn't draw any of them. Had a whole bunch of answers. Metric boatload of answers. They did not discard any card. Interesting. What does this do? Cast your first instant sorcery, cast a lesser mana value. Okay. That's weird. Can't say I've seen that one before. Let's play Kill the Funny Creature game. And then this thing. And leave up Expectations. I'm not really interested in reanimating that, so... Goblin Electromancer? What? Solve the equation's good, but I like this thing. Especially if I find the mana to spree. Let's go ahead and cast our commander. Okay, looks like there's a wash away or something. I can cast it again. I do have 7 mana. Oh, I could just, like, let it stay in the graveyard, too. We do have Reanimate. Kaimil? Imprison? I'll take Imprison. 1,000 Year Storm, I think I'll just take it so they can't use it to win. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I would just take 1,000 Year Storm. That way, they just don't have access to it. And then we're just chilling. Also, this does copy my commander, right? Because the Spree blue, I don't think... Yeah, the Spree, the blue here means I can't get to counter anything, but I do have the other two. As far as I'm aware, that's how that works. They are additional costs, so I'm pretty sure you have to do blue. It doesn't just... But this blue here is colorless. I have any color for that. But yeah, I could copy my commander here. But without... I really actually have no idea what this is. Blue-Red Storm is a little... It's actually really difficult to Blue-Red Storm in this format. And Ashling is not what I expect it to be, the commander, to try it. But they also just didn't discard with it. So they had, like, I guess a really good hand or something. They were wasting, well, I wouldn't say wasting their time, but they're wasting deck slots with interaction, which makes Storm... Every interactive spell you put in your deck makes your Storm thing way harder to do, right? Like this Essence Scatter probably means they have a normal Essence Scatter. What else did we see? Yeah, like this is interaction. It gets in the way of trying to storm off. Yeah, I wish I saw more of that deck. 1,000 Year Storm, that's pretty nuts. Pretty nuts. Pretty nerds. Goblin Electromancer is also kind of crazy. Yeah, Storm's just hard. It's probably just as hard as the Danitha thing I've been trying to do for 2 hours. If I had to guess. Maybe it's a bit easier. Let's see, what genuinely can Storm? Iroh? What else? I feel like it's really just Iroh. If you want to play a Storm deck, you should maybe just fixate on Iroh as your commander. You get green, which is huge. That is, like, huge for a Storm deck. I feel like it's just Iroh. Oh, there's Rowan. There is Rowan. A lot more vulnerable, though. Like, way more vulnerable. About as all-in as it gets, I would say. Speaking all-in, what does this do? You may remove a lore counter from any number of sagas. Okay, I've seen this deck a couple times. This is not the same person who plays it all the time, though. We can bank on Grave Expectations being good. And I will. I can heist the land they're going to get. Actually, no, you can't. You literally cannot heist lands. There are genuine things to play next turn with this, so... Put a counter on the Greedish... Selfless Savior probably doesn't do too much, but I guess now my opponent doesn't have it. Yeah, why not? Why not? Okay, really, really wish I had anything at all this very turn to do, but of course I don't. This would be a very good turn to have said thing. Of course my opponent has a saga. It's a stat-giving saga, it's not the scariest thing, I guess. Okay, well, there goes any chance of Liliana genuinely killing that, so that's out the window. I think I played it in plus anyways? Did I play it in plus? I think so. Another land is ideal. Just like one or two, well, really 2 mana rocks out from genuinely having a, like, crazy loop combo with these 2 cards here. Yeah, I'm a ways out, actually. Oh, look! It's the Bracket 5 commander. No way. They could have just made it unblockable. They did not have to waste Sword to Plowshares like that. That's just an Elish Nord. Okay. I'd be surprised if it flipped ever. It doesn't seem like this is the kind of deck that flips it, so they're just in here because they typed in Saga and put all the Sagas in the game in their deck. I don't know. Well, that's not great. So this dies to their thing at some point, but that's not this point. Let's grab... Are we doing lands again? I think we are. Delighted Halfling... Prismatic? I mean, Cavernous Holder? Do I play it? Yeah, I think I do. I do have Season of Loss, so... Wasn't a great 9 cards. I mean, Sagas are not good to steal, really. But I have stuff going on, I guess. So 1, 2, 3. So I just take that, and then each player sacrifice. Okay. I want to draw, so I'm doing it this way. opponent is struggling to click Elishnorn, I guess. Okay. I'm gonna hide Eldrazi. Let's play this. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They do not cast their commander. They're gonna lose the... I could actually cast my commander into this, so I can get it again. Just simply casting the ability of it, I mean. Five, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that's pretty reasonable to me, I think. They're just not upset with it dying. Oh, I could just do this. This sets up a win next turn. Almost guaranteed. We'll see. This has, yeah, Ward 1. I don't feel obligated to do anything about that, though. Sure. This is the first time I've ever seen Norn's Disassembly activated. I've seen it in play a few times, but never activated. It is exceedingly likely I win either next turn or the turn immediately after that one. Alright, so let's do this. We can discard Baleful Mastery, because I'm not casting that. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I can just cast Ulamog if I want instead. I don't die. And I also now just have Ulamog chilling. What the heck is castable here? Solitude? What is this? There's no way it's Endurance. What's going on? Is there a Solitude here? No way. Well, it makes more sense than Endurance, I guess, but... Okay, they didn't use it immediately, so... Well, there's no casting of the commander, but there's also just no sagas in play. This has to be Solitude, right? That's my assumption. I mean, you have to deal with the Ulamog somehow. It does have Annihilator 4, and you can't swing into it, so I'm sure it's going to be dealt with something. I think it's a Solitude. It must be, right? Oh, excuse me. Wow. All right. There we go. Oh, excuse me. Look at that. Annihilator 4. Doing its thing. Beautiful. Okay. Yep. Let's play 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, hey. Summon Knights of the Spaghetti. And I don't really care for the rest of them. I don't actually really want to tap the One Ring right now. Actually, you know what? Let's just cast this, sacking that. Okay, so I should basically have it next turn. I could go for it right now as well. I really could. But I don't think I have to. In the off chance I just fizzle out and then die to the One Ring having tapped it too much. Exceedingly unlikely. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 mana sources that untap forever. So it's extremely unlikely, but there's just no reason to go for it. I can just do this and then ask my opponent to deal with this, which they didn't last turn, and they probably won't this turn either. So gets me to. There's no reason to risk the One Ring killing me. I mean, that would imply I've drawn 7 factorial cards, but but still. Oh, not 7 factorial. It'd be. What's the formula for cumulative? Factorial is multiplicative. I don't know the additive one. Is it factorial? No, that's multiplicative. Whatever 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7. Whatever that formula is. I don't know the formula. Wow, look at the Super Friends versus Rofellos. Yeah, whatever. Either works or it doesn't. I'm not going to put much thought into this one. Fellows is boring either way. Boop. Boop. Now, I don't really ever play viewers. Actually, my friends list is only people I know in real life. I mean, maybe 1 point. I don't know. Not super vested in it. Do I just play a mana source, or do I play Davriel? Davriel deals are good. I think I'd rather just play the thing that slowly finds lands, because I don't want to miss lands, I guess. Yeah, that's fine. I'll do a donation incentive, that's what I'll do. Donate and I'll play against you or something. But then you have to deal with me complaining when I don't win. Alright, let's shrink that. Oh wait, whoops, that's the wrong... that's the wrong Planeswalker. Let's do this, let's play land. I guess I'll cast Wrench. It's not like the craziest thing right here, but I'll guess I'll cast it. Hey, it's Emrakul, like that. Which Nissa is this? The forest one? Let's just grab Overlord, because it kind of actually does something. I have no graveyard for this. Nexus of Becoming, I have no answer for that. Shrink that. Find a swamp. Play this. No, play this. No. Play this. Demonic Tutor. That's ideal. And I think I'm going to kill Pock. So they can't play the giant stupid card next turn at 10 mana, exactly. The ultimates of my Lilianas are really not that crazy, unfortunately. Walls of Bossing Say, that's funny. Alright, well, we have Omniscience, and we also have an infinite zombie scaling thing, which might matter. Omniscience is pretty good here, though, I'm not gonna lie. Let's grab a Sweeper that actually deals with this board, because it all is indestructible, so that is fine, yeah. Alright, you're wrecked. That was funny. I have infinitely scaling zombies. Nexus can still randomly cheese out weird stuff. My opponent put their whole hand in play. I got around it. They had walls of bossing say. That's pretty nice. That's pretty weird. But I can cast like my whole hand here. We'll see a 16 plus 3. Cast this. Probably not Emrakul because it looks like for the most part it just draws my opponent a card in this spot. Cast these, kick this, Stavriel minus. Probably leave the One Ring in hand till maybe next turn. Although I could start to immediately draw with it now. Yeah, alright. Cool. Get schmieded. Beautiful. Wrench is great. I like this deck. It's so weird. It feels like the only way to really have stolen cards matter is if, like, you see a ton of cards, and Wrench does do that. It does. It definitely does do that. Oh my goodness, I didn't see the time. This might be the last game. Ooh, boy. Oh my. Oh my. Did not see the time. What on earth is this? This is the one that demands it either has haste or high rolls. Alright. Think. No. This is an answer to it, but then it doesn't, like, do anything after. Yeah, this is a teamer deck that can do a pretty good job at ignoring me, unfortunately, so... Not a great matchup. Not a great matchup at all, really. I also can't steal easily castable things. Yeah, not looking good here. I guess it's a spot where if I had Winter Moon, I could get him good. But I don't. Alright, I needed to draw something like that to stay in this game, I think. And I did. What do I tutor for? Dang it. Wait, what? Oh, it's just a mana dork. Okay. I will kill that. I will kill that without hesitation. Oh, look. It's literally the mana rock that you need all the time with that commander. Crazy. Absolutely bonkers. Alright, well, they were going to hit, so now they're not hitting these. Cast a creature of 5 or... Ew. Okay, nope. I think... Wait, let's see. It's another spot where a land makes sense. That's okay. That's okay. Let's grab that and... this. This is one of the 2 cards, I think, that are like actual god tier with this commander, and of course it's right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Fatal Push doesn't do anything. Play this island. Play... Actually, Fatal Push lets me leave up Edict, and it doesn't do anything else. So I guess I'll cast it here. Have to leave that up, so just tutor for... let's trust that the island is safe to leave untapped. What do I tutor for? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do I have a reanimate in my hand? No. I don't have the one... Wait, do I have the one ring? No, I don't know what to do. Shoot. I actually have no idea what to do here. Ujin? This Ujin? Yeah, that's okay. It's card draw. It is a card draw engine, so... blow up the mana rock? Ward 2. Ugh, alright. Can still blow up the mana rock, I guess. What? What if I just didn't blow up the mana rock? Because I have Crux of Fate. And I can just kill all the dragons they potato into play. Of course, they just draw that. Excellent. It's probably like one of the actual best cards here in this exact spot. And I still lose. Yay. Yep, like I said, they can literally ignore me completely and just win because I can't stop them from casting their commander over and over. Of course. I can't stop their commander. And they had the haste mana rock. They had the best card in their entire deck. It's like Vivi with Mox Amber. Every time it has Mox Amber, chances of winning triple. And my opponent didn't miss any of their triggers. They hit a dragon every single time. So there's that. Well, I have a bunch of mana here. I do have a bunch of mana, but I don't have anything to do with it. I could steal... I mean, the first sliver plays a bunch of funny stuff. Maybe I can steal something good? I mean, if this isn't good, what is? I wish I had Entomb. I haven't drawn it yet. I'm gonna draw... I don't know. I guess I'll keep this. Like, what else am I looking for? First sliver is slow, I guess. Do be slow. Well, usually. Especially if it's actual slivers. It's, what is it? Gem hide or whatever it's called? I don't know. The one that makes them all tap for mana is like the one you want every game. Well, they didn't have it turn 2. I would like to... Well, I did find a way to. I can tutor for a... That's another spot where, like, I'm not... How many lands are in here? I actually added lands. Since the last time I played this, I actually added lands. Where are my lands? Good grief. Alright, well, I found it. So we go here. And then... I guess I play this? And now I can Final Parting Reanimate, but they do have the first sliver going. So they could overwhelm something like Gristlebrand. Also, this is a literally all basic lands still have first sliver on turn 4 situation. Suppose that tracks. I can tutor for a sweeper. I can tutor for a, let's see, plus. Does that save me time? Kind of. It also lets me play Palantir. I think I'm just plussing it, though. What if I minused it? No, we're gonna plus. Do your worst. I'll take a land. I don't want that. There's a chance they don't mill it, but... I mean, I would like the land, obviously. But most of the time you just mill until it's, like, way too late, so... It takes a minute. I could have kept the Liliana on top, I guess, and to guarantee the land. Suppose there was logic in that. Oh, it looks like I get to keep Ujin. Wow. And I grab a Liliana that finds a land. Okay. That's pretty cool. As cool as it is. I did draw land anyways. What's under this? Another land. Alright. Do I cast my commander now? I could Final Parting... I kind of want to hold Final Parting until maybe I find the other half of something like... One Ring Engine? Overlord. Oh my. Well, I don't want you to have that. I could take the Mana Rock. The slivers don't really do anything. I could take the Haste Sliver out of their deck. I think I'm going to take the Mana Rock. Full stop. I think I'm just taking those. It is free, because Ujin makes colorless cards cost less. I could leave up Necromancy to reanimate my commander. I don't feel like I have to kill anything. Necromancy is fine later anyways. Double first strike? Ugh. Let's just cast it. I don't know. I don't have to Necromancy. I want the land, but they're gonna mill again. This is fine. That's fine. It's fine. I don't think either of those cards are necessary. Let's just put them out of the deck, I guess. Exploration, not at its craziest when you're all basic lands. It's not in a 5-color deck. Alright, they're over it. Yeah, it was just honest slivers. I wasn't expecting that. It's actually been a minute since I've seen that. It's still funny, though. Well, they had... this. They did have this. But like 4 basic lands and still played the first sliver on turn 4. Like it just goes to show the power of green, right? All they did was cast Rampant Growth and they had everything they needed. I don't have anything to do with... Man, how do you read this? Oh, how do you read this? All right, yeah, either way, this is a 5 mana, same casting cost, same stat line as this. And then you can pay 3 to put slivers into your hand from your deck, which would give my opponent, like, all the slivers in the universe. And then you can pay 3 to gain control of a sliver. So if someone has, like, a changeling or something, you could steal it. Or you can, I suppose, give things creature types and steal it. Or in the mirror. That one time someone actually stole someone else's first sliver in a in a sliver matchup. That could do it too. But yeah, it looks like the plussing ended up working out. This could have gone very different. But to be fair, there's not a ton of crazy slivers that could just show up out of nowhere and kill me. Like, there's one that gives haste and flying, which would be really bad. It doesn't look like the mana one would have done much in this game. But they could have had some crazy stuff, and I would have had a tutor for something else. It just didn't feel good to just simply put Gristlebrand in play to me against this, especially with a first strike, or I can't even block it or anything. So I think saving this for a board wipe just felt better, and that's what I did, and it worked out. Okay. Slivers. Neat. If it was combo, I would have to basically steal... Actually, you know what? If it is combo, we have a fairly decent chance at seeing Maze's End, Valakut. Assuming they play Valakut, I don't even know if that's a thing that has caught on. Probably not. But let's say it was one of them. Valakut, Maze's End, a Tybalt's Trickery, or the Cultivator Colossus. You can actually steal... You can steal a combo piece and win with it. Win because you did that, I mean. And they wouldn't even know you did that until, like, they had to click through all of it. If you stole, say, Maze's End, and they just didn't know you stole it. So you'd have to, like, sit there and watch them click through it. But, yeah, I'm not going to hyper-fixate on an outro on this thing. I like it. It's cool. It's definitely an actual commander apart from Danitha. If I played a bunch of mana rocks that could get this Danitha in play as quickly as this 5-mana commander, it wouldn't change what Danitha's doing. It would make it better. It's just not a real commander. But this is cool. Can recommend. I like this. But I've already talked about it, so I'm not going to yap on about that again. But yeah, this doesn't work. It just doesn't work. That's all there is to it. When I lost to it the other day, my opponent just had like the perfect sequence of sweepers right when they needed them into the perfect equipment right when they needed it, into a board state that was perfect for the equipment on Danitha. So, like, everything lined up perfectly. And it kind of felt like that in the games I won. Everything just lined up perfectly. I can't remember the other example, but when you have... Oh, shoot. Actually, there's a few in Lorwyn. When the commander wants you to really do this thing, but it doesn't enable the thing, it's really weird, right? A plus B plus C to get to a point is way different from just A plus B, now I have it. Cloud, while it doesn't give you free equip, finds the equipment that could actually impact a game that you're in. Like, if your opponent is a given color, you can just find that equipment so you have protection from that color, right? And then this is easier to flicker. It's easier to protect with protection spells and stuff. You might not even be interested in sweepers. Actually, I wouldn't. I think mine actually had all 1, 2, and 3 mana cards. I think it did, at least. I don't think it had anything more than that. It was just like a super tight, cheap, get this in play, find the really good thing, and then for the given matchup or whatever. This is random. You, like, have to have a good thing in hand already, or you have to find one of your cards that tutors for them, like Cloud, what is it, Stoneforge, open the Armory and stuff like that. You just need those cards, or you just need one of the equipments to just outright win. But this had like a 10% win rate. I'm not even going to upload the deck list. I would be blown away if anyone was interested in playing this. I'm not even going to bother. But there's what it looks like if you want to play it. Everything in here didn't really work out. Sometimes you scam someone and you just get them with this thing. You just play Danitha, you just put this on it, and then they just can't do anything. But note that this doesn't actually have protection or indestructible or anything. So unless it's against a green or red deck, They probably have an answer to it. Actually, to be fair, I think maybe blue could struggle if you've... Well, the issue is resolving a 5-minute 4/4 against a blue deck and didn't have Cavern, I guess, but... I guess you could get blue, but you're probably not getting anything else. And I'm talking like... When I say green, I mean green that doesn't have black in it or something. Like mono green might struggle. Although the mono green player I had, because Rofellos exists, just had the perfect answer immediately in playing the 5th land, tapping 5 and tapping Rofellos for 5 and casting Ulamog on turn 5. Or I think it was actually turn 4. So you can't really beat that. Even Giver wouldn't stop that because they can exile the equipment and you can't do anything about that. Also, Ulamog is straight up indestructible, so you can't swing through it either. There is nothing you can do. Except give it flying and hope they disconnect. Yeah, that's about it. But yeah, there are auto losses, but I'm not going to have a second outro on this. Yep, that's it. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will hope